All right. Well, welcome. We have uh, Vladimir. Vladimir from Mission Jupiter. Welcome to the Noble Show for Progressive Discussion here at Progressive Rock Central. And we're going to be talking to him about a lot of brand new developments. They've got a new album coming out beginning of the year. They've already released a single. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the video. They're working on another video already. And I'll let you say hi.
Hello. Hi everyone. Yeah. Um that's a great pleasure to be here. Just thanks for having me. Well, actually, Kate and Eugene, of course, that will come later on, maybe right after the release of the album, or maybe a bit later on, closer to the end of the year. But as for now, I'm here. I'm just so we can talk, yeah, about the single, this single, and as well as about upcoming singles, two more singles plus the album. And a lot of things regarding our band since we are like a newcomers, since we are newcomers again. So it's a bit complicated, but still, we're just happy that people still interested in our songs, in our music. They're still like in touch with us and still want to hear something new from us.
Definitely. Yeah. A lot of people have been waiting for this, so it's fantastic. Well, let's start with the new singer, Kate Varsek. I hope I'm saying it right.
Yes, you're
And
right.
discuss some of the things you went through, the changes. They're from Minsk, Belarus, and uh, talk a little bit about that and well, just the transition. The new album is, if I get this right, it's called Aftermath.
Yeah, well, actually, we're not like discussing that too much because it was like supposed to be released probably in January, but then we like realized with the label managers that probably it will be better to release the record maybe like in February by the end of this month. And because so we decided to release a couple of more singles with music videos, which is always a good thing. And I think that, yeah, the name of the album will sound like Aftermath. And of course, two more singles. We're preparing music videos. And yeah, Kate is new in the band. She's wonderful. She has like a good voice, and she's extremely charismatic person. So we just can't wait to start playing together. But as you can as you can see, it is not very easy, so especially living our location. But of course, we have certain plans. We would like to release like a couple of singles, then rehearsing, then like preparing visas to travel around the European Union and stuff like that, which is a good thing. So we have to pre-arrange everything. And basically, we started to work with Kate in 2022, I guess, but we were sort of in silence mode
Talk,
after.
if you can talk a little bit about what brought all that on and just the transition. And a lot of people probably know, but there probably are some that don't know what happened, and just kind of right, I was going to say right after Talk to Me, just kind of pick it up from there and
Okay,
then the evolution of where you are now.
yeah, sure. In 2021, in April, we released like our second album called Talk to Me with the vocalist Nastya Shevtsova. And then, like after the release of the second album, so we just like, as usual. so we started to promote it, like preparing everything. So then like a lot of negative events took place in our like location, our region, and now it's a bit more complicated to travel and just to perform as a band. Well, basically just develop the whole band. But at the same time, we can write music and we can still travel, but it's just more complicated. So then in like 2022, we decided to work without Nastya. I mean, to work with another vocalist, just due to like family reasons, due to yeah, family reasons. Artyom Gulekevich, our bass player, and Nastya. So we decided to move on without them because it's like will be extremely problematic to tour with them and stuff like that. You know, that happens. That's life. So we have to understand that. But we wish like all the best to the guys. They're wonderful. And so then we now like since 2022, we just started to work in like silence mode because during like these years, well, actually, we didn't know what to do and how to act as a band, basically. So we decided to just to write and use stuff, maybe album, maybe a couple of singles, and see just what was gonna happen.
And
And
throw COVID in there too to mix things up, which wasn't too good for anyone.
absolutely. So I would like just I wanted to say that we were supposed to like play with Riverside in 2020, a lot of like positive things for our band. And so then we like, well, as usual, we bought a lot of equipment, a lot of like technical equipment. So we were like well prepared to this tour with them. And then COVID hit. And you know, like then a lot of like negative events in our country, like protests and stuff in 2020. Then, well, it that's really problematic. So because you know, so we prepared a lot, but well, that happens. Anyway, the most important thing is that we are still keep going ahead and ahead, just like a band, and keep writing new stuff. And yeah, a lot of new music album will be out next year.
How did you find Kate?
Oh, I remember that we worked in information technology company in 2018, I guess. Yeah, and we were like, you know, we had good conversation. We just like mad in the office, basically. Yeah. And so we had a wonderful conversation about everything, like starting from music to like cuisine and just like mental health stuff like that. So and then she said if you ever need a vocalist or like yeah, just a vocalist or a person who can help you with the recording or just playing or whatever, she will be happy to help.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so then in like 2022, so I decided to get back to her. Maybe even yeah, in 2022, I guess. And so then I, provided couple of thoughts about, our possible collaboration, stuff like that. So she accepted, and we decided to start from scratch.
Hmm.
Of
So
course, we have a
you
certain
threw out everything that you had done before, and not throw it out, but I mean, you sort of set it aside to start over with her
No, no,
involved.
no. By that time, I had like a couple of, well, since I'm the main composer in a band, of course, I had a lot of like good melodies and a couple of, I would say, instrumentals or stuff like that. So, and then just, because when I'm composing, I have a certain melody in my head plus some instrumental, like different instruments. So then I decided to adjust a couple of vocal parts for Kate. And this is it. Just we like adjusted a couple of songs, then added something new to these songs. And after that, we just started to work with her, with Kate. But I used like, yeah, drafts the songs that I that I wrote maybe in 2020, 2021 after the second album was released.
Has she participated in any writing at all, or?
Well, yes, at that time she mostly participated in like arrangements and production, but most of the songs were written by me and Eugene,
Okay.
drummer and sound engineer.
Did you change bassist too, I think?
A bassist? I mean bass player? You mean bass player?
Yeah, or someone else
Well,
left.
regarding this record, so I like recorded bass myself because
Oh,
it is
okay.
like similar to the guitar. Of course, I worked on bass parts and stuff like that, but no, we didn't hire any like bass player. But if we're talking about when it comes to touring and playing live. We have a couple of ideas, but I guess probably we will announce a new person or so we will use like pre-recorded bass. We don't know exactly now, but I think that since like bass guitar is super live instrument, it will be better to have a proper bass player on board, you know?
Yeah. Once you're doing the touring. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's you, there's Kate. Who else is in the band? Because I had a list of four, but
Yeah, list of four. We still will perform with Dmitry Soldatenko, our sax player, because we will have a couple of good saxophone parts on the album.
and
Uh,
that was I just want to interrupt you because being a Pink Floyd fan, we miss having saxophone in
yeah,
progressive rock. So thank you for keeping it in there. And it's
yeah.
good to hear that you're going to have how many songs? Three?
No, no, no. One song with saxophone because the material is pretty like heavy, is more like rock stuff, but at the same time extremely atmospheric and beautiful and melodic. But still, so we decided to put some sax parts into
Thank
just
you.
one song, but that will be extremely special song. I
Excellent.
mean, probably the song with the best lyrics I wrote.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, and yes, so we decided to put saxophone parts here. So yeah, if we are talking about like a live act for person, but for people. But if we're talking about like when it comes to press kits and like the band in the press, so it's like trio.
Okay.
Because Dmitry is sort of like live musician.
Okay. And who's the third one then? Eugene, right?
Eugene, drummer,
Okay.
drummer, producer. Well, he's
Okay.
like Eugene, Kate, and I.
Excuse me, I've been kind of fighting a cold here. All
Mm,
right. So you released the first single, Sometimes
mhm.
It Hurts, and it is fantastic.
Thank you.
You've got a video with that. Talk about that first song. Is it dealing with everything that you've been going through, or is it something more than that?
I think yeah, the first you just mentioned. This is like pretty much my story, and so I decided to put this story into the song. And as you can imagine, it is not super comfortable and super easy to live here in our
Talk about
location.
music.
But
Yeah.
so we just can't move on, so we just can't like flee because we have our parents, we have our duties, we have our families and stuff like that. So in order to just move to another country, you have to put on something on the table for other members of the band because it's not just easy to live without anything. You don't even you don't even have anything to risk. So you
Yeah.
have to just have something. You have to be prepared at least. So that is why right now we're like promoting single, then a couple of other singles in the album, then like tourings and stuff like that. Because we are pretty much newcomers again. So we have to start everything from scratch.
How did
And
you How did you
Yeah.
connect with Label 51? Because you and I were talking a little bit about the
Mhm.
labels, but it looks like they are really perfect fit for you, and they really are pushing the album well from what I've seen so
Mhm.
far. And how has the first single been received? But talk about the development
Label.
of linking up with Label 51, and then talk about how well the
Mhm,
single's
mhm,
been received.
Sure. Label 51. In 2022, yeah. So we decided to release the record with Cade. So we just worked on the production of the album. And so then we realized that we have to find a sort of a distributor or something like that, just to help us with the new music. And as you know, that we released our second album via Audio Anatomy. And the chief executive officer of this company, Andrzej Mackiewicz, he helped us with the co-founder of Label 51. He connected us with Bill Hain, who is the co-founder of this label. So he loved our songs. He was impressed that this is, the band originally from Belarus, and he said wonderful music, wonderful songs, ideas and stuff. So we decided to stay in touch. And then I just started to send a couple of demos from the album, possible album. And then, I remember that he said wonderful songs, beautiful, like nice guitar music with a lot of progressive elements, but still very modern alternative, which is a good thing. So we
Yeah.
just always wanted to create not only like sort of old school progressive stuff, because we're living in this modern world, so we have
Modern age.
to
Yeah.
yeah, so we have to put something like modern stuff on the table as well. Because I love like melodic old school stuff, but at the same time I love modern, a bit heavier stuff. So we can like combine those things.
And get the two
And
audiences. Yeah.
yes, right here. And then Bill told us that, so why not release the like single and another single? Why not just work together? And of course, we accepted. And so this is where the story begins.
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job with the promotional end so far. Everything you've been sending me looks top notch, professional.
Yeah, but so I have to admit that proper promotion, I mean, like proper promotion will come a bit later with the release of music videos, because
Yeah.
so of course we have like lyric video with the first single, but it is always better to have the official music video to see the whole band and stuff like that. So that is why we are trying our best to prepare to prepare those two music videos for the next two singles.
All right. Talk about this single and how well has it been received? I mean, I loved it, but hopefully a lot of people are saying, good, they're back. We've been waiting for them.
Yes, yes, which is a good thing, and we are touched. Thank you. Yeah, and so we didn't invest a lot of money into the single, obviously, but so as you can see, our like Spotify is growing, is constantly now growing, which is a good sign, good thing. And yeah, people comment, people like leave comments, people are still leaving comments, people are like giving their feedback regarding the single. And the most important thing, that they do love melodies, they do love Kate's voice, which is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
And they do love the concept behind the song. I mean, when it comes to lyrics, lyrically and musically. So, but the album will be like extremely versatile, a lot of different vibes, from like prog stuff, alternative stuff, to like modern metal. But everything will be under, or I would say like classic. atmosphere. Everything will be based on the melodies and those synth, wonderful synth and arrangements, cosmic arrangements and stuff like that. But as well, yeah, as I just mentioned, a lot of prog elements.
Okay.
Uh, this is
And
it.
you just posted something today,
Mhm.
yesterday on Facebook. You got Kate in a boat heading out on the Minsk Sea.
Yeah.
They live in Minsk, which is like the capital, if I'm not mistaken, of Belarus. And you said it's for the song, it's their new video, the first uh, actual video where you're filming something.
Mhm.
Look like it's off to a great start, and I think you called the song Human Nature. Do you want
Yep.
to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we are planning to we're just planning to release the second single called Human Nature right after the New Year, maybe like in January, mid-January, or something like that. Of course, we're like preparing a music video for this song because this is probably one of the most beautiful and the strongest songs on the album.
Okay.
And yeah, so we decided to shoot some like emotional, a bit gloomy, dark atmosphere with just to provide you with the idea of the song. And it will be like extremely melodic, a bit slow with like Massive Attack influence, but still, again, rock elements and progressive elements. Just I remember my friend said that if Adele were in progressive rock band, she would probably
Oh,
sound like this, sound like this, because we have sort of Adele-ish vocal like influences, vocal melodies,
yeah.
but still like rock sound, proper rock sound, huge and wide guitars and huge choruses.
I think on Talk to Me, didn't you do another video by the Minsk Sea? Or it looked
Ye-
like it.
yeah, yeah. I remember that we so we decided to prepare the first music video for Confession, and yeah, we were in the Minsk Sea back at like 2020. But that will be. I mean, if we when it comes to the a music video for Human Nature, it will be completely different story. Of course, we will use like water and all
Sure.
these like trees and sky and stuff like that. But that will be like completely different story because there you can face this gloomy and very beautiful atmosphere. We just decided to again use this place.
It's a beautiful place,
Yeah, it's a
definitely.
beautiful place. It
Yeah.
is.
All right. And do you want to talk a little bit about the one album that I really haven't heard anything from is Architecture from 218. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Just to get some feedback out because most people know Talk to Me, and
Mhm.
now they're greatly anticipating Aftermath. But you want to talk a little bit about Architecture, tell people what's on that and why they should go get it.
Yeah, architecture
And
is sort of
can you get it still? That's the other thing.
well, probably yeah, but I think that with the release of the third album, we will like probably provide our fans with the opportunity to buy the first and the second album because, well, now it is quite problematic, but so I guess we will find a solution here. So the first album, yeah, it is available on all streamings. So it's like a sort of I would say it's a mixture of our ideas, draft ideas. It's an experiment, definitely experiment. And so we had a couple of demos in 2015, 16. Then we decided to work on them and include those demos into the whole record. So I think that people can definitely check out the album. It is like sort of a experimental, sort of Pink Floyd-ish vibes, and very soft record, but still very melodic and with a lot of uh, with a lot of styles, music styles mixed in like one song. And I think that people who do love Pink Floyd, also maybe the Pros even,
Oh, okay.
and Radiohead, they they should definitely check out this record. But I think that the album is, so I wouldn't say it's super complete, but it has a lot of interesting elements. Well, that is, I think, that what happens when the band decided to record their first album. It's about everything lyrically, at the same
Yeah.
time, it's about nothing, nothing. So you
Well,
have to find.
it's not a concept album.
Yeah, yes, yes,
It's a
yes,
bunch of great songs. Yeah.
yeah, and a
So
lot
you
of like
really
cool chords. Go
you
on.
think you will release those on CD again? I hope so. I never did get talk to me. It was too late. And of
I
course
think
you
that,
got
yeah. I think that after the release of the third album, so we'll talk to our label previous label managers, and probably we'll really re-release the second album, maybe the first one. We don't know, because so we can, of course, we can reissue the record, so we can a bit like promote those two albums, because now with label 51 we have like wonderful opportunity to do that,
okay.
which is, yeah, so which is a good thing for us. Because but right now we are mostly concentrating on the third
Sure.
album, and just we are concentrating on I would say on relaunching, restarting the band, because this is the most important thing. And I see, and we all see, and Kate, she's super excited because she's like new to the band, but she sees the feedback, the excitement, and people are excited. People want some more, but
Yeah.
so we just have this schedule. We can't just release single by single by single every week. So you have to wait a bit, but we promise. I personally think that Aftermath will be, I guess that will be one of the best records in 2025 when it comes to alternative and progressive style. Yeah, really.
I'm putting
Beautiful,
it up
beautiful,
near the top of
beautiful
my
elements.
list. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful elements, wonderful elements. We just need to put some efforts into promotion of the record, because it's really like the most complicated thing.
At the beginning, you talked a little bit about being able to get out of the country and things like that. Have you
Mhm.
talked about, or better question, have you had some festivals and some people from other countries saying we want to put you on our
Yeah, yes,
list? Good.
yes.
Do
We
you
have
want
this.
do you want to mention anything yet, or
No, no, no. I cannot mention, because I just hope that, able to open those visas, and we will be able to travel and just to cross the border. But like we don't know what's gonna happen in the next like couple of months, and we just cannot of course we are planning, but we cannot rely too much on these plans. But what I can say, I can say that we have like a couple of offers from these festivals, from some live venues to play, and of course they are like waiting for they are waiting for the new album, but they're still but they're still just trying to get us. They're still just trying to book our band, which is a super positive thing, really. But right now, so we can't wait to share the record, because we were this is our best record and stuff like that. But this is like really our best record so far, musically, lyrically, and when it comes to vocals, like energy and stuff like that.
excellent? Well, Um, let's see. Th Those are most of the questions that I had. Because do you want to talk about any of the other tracks, or you want to do that when the new year comes when it's out?
Oh, let's keep that in secret. So I think that,
Okay.
yeah, of course, I can just say that the album will be super versatile with a lot of different elements and, a lot of energy and different vocals, like more powerful, and a lot of like interesting features. I mean, when it comes to the vocals, just which is always great. And, we are really proud. We just can't wait. Of course, we prepared the album like we recorded it and mastered it a couple of months ago, but still, it has to. So we need some time to release it, to prepare everything, all like those, promotional things before the release, and just we're like super super excited. So we would like to throw it away and just see the results. Feel your feedback and your support. Because without our audience, we're nothing really.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you wanted to add? Because yeah, unless we can talk more about it, I am definitely looking forward to it. I appreciate all that you've been keeping up with me. He's been keeping up with me ever
Of
since
course.
after talk to me. But yeah, keep the conversation going. And anything else you wanted to say about the band or albums or anything else?
Yeah, so of course we will like keep you all posted via our socials, of course, and I will stay in touch with you, Mark, of course. And so as soon as we announce like pre-order of the album, of course, so we'll start like promotional campaign on the record. So and of course you will get the album, and so we'll be happy if you publish the review.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. What are you listening to right now as far as are you listening to any other music? Some
Yeah,
people just get so, tuned into what they're doing that they don't, but when you're free, what do you listen to?
I do love Le Pros, and my favorite artist is Manson, really, especially Mechanical Animals album,
No.
1998. I think that this is well, the best album for me, like GOAT album, greatest of all time, just to me.
Wow.
Mechanical Animals is like pure magic, and now I'm into his first song on the new record. I don't so Assassination on the God, if I'm not mistaken. I do not remember the name of the song. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like totally blown away. This is, he's my favorite artist, definitely. Of course, I have a couple of questions regarding his when it comes to his like outlook, appearance, and stuff like that. But when it comes to music, melodies, so special, like all the stuff, I'm a fan, huge fan. Well, Kate do love. Well, she loves New Linkin Park really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, new singer. Eugene he's a huge he's a huge Radiohead fan plus Massive Attack fan, definitely. Sleep Token, new band was wonderful. Of course, we do love a lot of like older stuff, Bryan Adams. Well, I used to love Dream Theater, really, but now it's a bit different story, really.
Have you heard
Uh,
the new stuff?
and yeah, but I think that. Well, nothing special here. Of course, so I would like to be honest. So it's great to have Mike Portnoy back and stuff, but like nothing special really. Typical Dream Theater, and they do have huge audience. They don't need anything else, just like to post on Instagram, Facebook, no promotion, no money into that, and they just pulling huge arenas like
Yeah.
Linkin Park, and that is the problem. So I think that a lot of smaller bands with better music, struggling. But a lot of big bands, they just don't need anything to do. They can just, record stuff, two posts, two, three posts and via their socials, and they have sold outs and stuff. Of course, they're working, they're rehearsing, they're like preparing new music and stuff, new music videos, new albums, but they were like smaller bands and younger bands. They do promotion, marketing, content management,
You
albums
have to do the
and
whole
stuff and
thing.
stuff. And they have daily jobs
Yeah.
at the same
And you
time.
have a day job. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, because everybody want to make some living.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to. Yeah.
We have to. We have no way out. Most important, but for me, like still the most important thing is music,
Mhm.
really. And I just wish more people but just trying to judge by the music, but not by the cover or like by the brand. Of course, brand is the most important thing. Like Dream Theater is a brand,
Yeah.
Linkin Park is a brand, and like there's always attention to their new stuff, to the band, no matter what they release, really. People will still visit their shows. But I think the most important thing is music, really. But this is life, so we have to adapt. We have to be involved with marketing strategies, with like so we have to use different sources of media to promote music because you never know when your music will explode.
And when you'll reach somebody. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to find people, you have to find like new opportunities. You have to be polite with these people. You have to be um yeah, so as I mentioned, polite. You have to just take care of your music and promote it. It is hard, but it sometimes it is worth doing that.
Well, I hope
I
so.
will.
Yeah. Because, well, I'm looking forward to a big year for you guys. I really think you guys are gonna, storm the world with this new one. I'm really,
I feel that really. I feel that, I just yeah, you're right, really. We don't know, but I'm sure that musically we are good. It just like the world is too complicated, especially this
it is.
industry. Because my friend mentioned that music industry is like harsher than the politics.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
So
Yeah.
so I don't care. The most important thing is that we did our job well. We prepared a good album, and now we will try to just a lot of tools really to promote it. Just a lot of tools. And we will try to of course so we will like promote it on YouTube and those marketing campaigns, stuff like that. But we just hope that people will share it, and of course leave comments, like and watch and stream, and then we will see what's gonna happen next. But for now, well, I can say that we're super excited. It's a new
Yeah.
chapter for a band. So we have a new single out. Then the second one, yes, two more singles, and then the album. And yeah, of course, we will stay in touch. We will communicate, and Kate and Eugene will be there, so they will be happy to share their thoughts on the album and the production and everything else.
All right. I think he's also, you guys are going to be at the holiday celebration, and I'm looking forward
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
hopefully be there. And
first of December, right?
yes, and you're going to
Yeah.
meet a lot of people that hopefully they'll be listeners, and then they'll hopefully spread the word as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll be there definitely because this week was super tough for us because we like on Thursday, so we prepared the first video with this boat and Minsk Sea. So then Saturday, we're just like exhausted,
I
but
bet.
at the same time happy. Yeah, so we exhausted because we have like one day to shoot everything, and just maybe eight, nine, or maybe seven hours, even like that. So like there was super fast, but super professional. The guys are super professional here. You know what I love about Belarusian people, that they're extremely dedicated and they are super passionate about the good work. So we have a lot of talented people who are willing to invest into Mission
Okay.
Jupiter, invest their time and then, money, their abilities, capabilities. So yeah, so we're happy with the results. So now we will take care of editing these two music videos and the release. Super excited. Just like of course, we are trying to post everything every day. We're like a couple of days a week, something new like reaction or radio mention. Because just, we are trying to create sort of a public relations atmosphere with these media. And
Communicate.
this is, yeah,
Yep.
communication.
Keep
Super,
communication. Yeah.
especially at this stage when we are like starting over again and again.
Good idea.
Yeah. And so then, of course, like our label 51 will help us with music video promotion and everything
Yeah.
else. Bill is a great guy. Well, the whole team on the label. Yeah, super cool guys. And just happy to start a new chapter.
All right. Anything else you want to
Nothing.
add? Well, hey, thank you very much. This has been wonderful. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you guys are absolutely busy, and here come the holidays, and you're trying to get this album out before or right at the beginning of the new year. But I think that's going to give you a jump ahead of everyone else out there. And like I said, it's my biggest, known uh, album that's going to be coming out right at the turn of the year. So
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
behind you. I can't wait to hear the whole thing. And I like what I hear so far. And I hope everyone else gives it a chance.
Yeah, thank you. So I can just say that while people just listen to the music, they don't pay like a lot of attention to like subscribers and brand and stuff like that. Because sometimes the best ideas are in underground or in like smaller bands. It just doesn't matter really. Because these like hungry bands, they have something to say, really. And
They
when you
do,
have something to say, you're releasing better music, better songs.
definitely. Well,
Thanks for your time.
thank you very much. Don't go yet. I'm gonna just put it on
Of
pause here.
course.
But Vlad, thank you very much for taking the time out to talk about this, and we can't wait for January to hit. It's going to be beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, hold on just a second.